Hi everyone, I'm Malaysian from KLGadgetTV, and today we are here in Taipei Computex at ASUS Zenfone 3 launch. Today ASUS has launched 3 different variants of the Zenfone 3. The Zenfone 3 Deluxe, the Zenfone 3 and the Zenfone 3 Ultra. So let's take a look at all 3 devices so we can tell you the comparisons between all 3 variants. Let's go! Now the Zenfone 3 Deluxe is the flagship of the new Zenfones, sporting a completely new design with no visible antennas and a full metal body, a circular Zen pattern on the front side. Now ASUS was quite proud of this feat since no other full metal body phones have made an invisible antenna just yet. It sports a 5.7-inch Full HD AMOLED display with a slim bezel of 1.3mm with Gorilla Glass 4 cover glass for protection. Now the thinnest edge is at 4.2mm, which makes it feel exquisitely slim. It feels so good in hand and very premium. Now on the inside, the Zenfone 3 Deluxe is fitted with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 processor and up to 6 gigs of RAM and 256 internal storage and micro SD support. Now the camera spec sounds pretty awesome with a 23-megapixel Pixel Master camera with a Sony IMX318 sensor and an f2.0 aperture on the rear. Now on top of that, it offers 4K video recording, tri-tech autofocus system and protected by sapphire glass. As for the front, the device sports an 8-megapixel Pixel Master camera with f2.0 aperture and 85-inch wide viewing angle. Now we will do a proper camera test once we have more time with it tomorrow. Now since battery life is just as important, the Zenfone 3 Deluxe features 3000 mAh battery with Quick Charge 3.0. The device also sports a Type-C USB 3.0 connector, which isn't very surprising anymore since some manufacturers are starting to adopt this type of connector for faster charge and data transfer. Now the Zenfone 3 this time is more of a mid-ranger, being equipped with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 625 and up to 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of internal storage. Now after looking at the Zenfone 3 Deluxe, somehow this device doesn't feel as exciting, although I think it's quite an improvement from the Zenfone 2. It still looks as pretty though, with the same circular Zen pattern on its metallic frame and sporting a glass at the front and rear with 2.5D contoured Gorilla Glass. This device features a 5.5-inch Full HD Super IPS Plus display and 2.1mm bezel. It still feels quite thin at 7.69mm. Now the camera is decent with 16-megapixel Pixel Master rear camera with Sony IMX298 sensor with 4K video recording, while the front camera is a 8-megapixel camera just like the Deluxe version. Now the only disappointing specs is that the fact that the Zenfone 3 does not come with quick charge capabilities. Now lastly, ASUS also launched the Zenfone 3 Ultra, which is a 6.8-inch Full HD IPS display phablet that is almost the size of a tablet. It is 6.8mm thick with a 2.4mm slim bezel in a full metal body. Now it is fitted with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 652 with up to 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage. As for its camera, it has almost the same specs as the Zenfone 3 Deluxe. With such a large screen size, the battery has to be amped up as well, with 4600 mAh featuring Qualcomm Quick Charge. The Zenfone 3 Deluxe comes in 3 colors of titanium grey, glacier silver and sand gold and is priced starting from $499. Now the Zenfone 3 comes in 4 unique colors of shimmer gold, aqua blue, sapphire black and moonlight white, and priced starting from $249. As for the Zenfone 3 Ultra, it has 3 lovely colors of titanium grey, glacier silver and rose pink, and priced starting from $479. Do check back tomorrow as we head to the ASUS Computex booth in the hall. So this is Alicia now in Computex Taipei signing off. Bye bye.